Morning, good evening, of course, or maybe afternoon, depends on wherever you are. With you is Mikhail Eremeev, and we're here for the short series of the question, which we're discussing with you what is the biggest ballroom obstacles everyone is faced. And we're doing this is lives in order to stay engaged, to discover like some interesting things. It's so interesting to know what you think and how we can actually start to grow in the dancing, to learn the dancing together. So what is the biggest ballroom dance obstacle everyone face? What do you think? Just a type below. I'm waiting for you, and then we gonna start. Okay, all right. So I can see you. Hello, hello, hello. I'm now in Singapore. So wherever you are, which country are you from? Are you from USA, England, or maybe Malaysia, or Australia? So, what is the biggest obstacle? I would say, biggest obstacle. It's. I remember when I was young. The biggest obstacle for me was the financial. In order to do the ballroom dancing, you have to you have to have money, yes, and this is, I think, is the biggest obstacle for everyone in the world, and because it's actually stopping the people from trying, and some people actually don't understand why it's so expensive sometimes just to do the dancing. And I think this is one of the biggest obstacle was for me. I remember I was looking forward when I was a kid, when everyone is taking lesson for the ballroom dancing and like private lesson, but I cannot afford, and was actually very biggest obstacle for me, and is also affect my confidence as a, I would say, competitor when I later on start to compete. And it was the biggest obstacle. So any obstacles you feel like for you is the biggest one, just write comment below. I really interesting to hear from you. And I think how by now, after 28 years of competitive experience, I understand that financial part, if I go back and I relearn it and understand that, yes, we need to have some kind of resources financial to start dancing in order to try. Number one, now this world is so interesting, you can always try by yourself. You can always go for the tryout class, you can always go for the some like online class for free, and then you can really try and see how it goes. And later on, of course, if you want to learn, you can actually go for the some I don't know, small course and feel what is like. You don't have to go for the very expensive one. You just choose the one which you really like it, which you really want to try, or if your friends recommend you to go somewhere, this is the greatest, like by reference, where your friends already been, like why don't you try it first? And later on, you don't have to spend like the biggest money, and later on, once you understand that it's about the joy and how you will feel music, how you can start to move steps, and just stay there wherever you are. I mean, it's not necessary to go really like to the most expensive courses, okay? So any come on guys, let's communicate, just let's type some comments. Come on. Hey. All right, so I can see who's coming here. Come on. Now, I think the financial one is the biggest the obstacle. Another obstacle could be it's of course it's maybe some have an injury, or maybe some like feels that you're not capable to dance. Yeah, it's like in terms of the physical. What if I will tell you? I do believe everyone can dance. Yeah, hello Jade, I can see you. Good evening. I didn't know for 28 years anyone who tried dancing and really say, oh my god, I cannot do it. Of course there is like some kind of things, the more you do the better it become, but it's all start, we all the music inside of us, so why don't we just move around. We all like have maybe some kind of injuries, or maybe some kind, it's always the way. Show me the person. It's all I saw in my competitive career so many people who who was injured, who really can barely walk, but they really dance, they want to dance, they go for the dancing. And I'm not talking about ballroom dancing only, I'm talking about different kind of dancing, salsa, bachata, merengue, Latin American, ballroom, American smooth, and so on, okay? Hello Jade, what is the biggest obstacles everyone face? What do you think? Please type a comment. And another obstacle could be, which is everyone face. Okay, the biggest one, it can be financial. Another obstacles for someone is the biggest one can be just not knowing about ballroom dancing. What is that? What's the ballroom dancing? If let's say 28 years ago, if you will ask me, Mikhail, what's the ballroom dancing? And I say, ballroom? What's that ballroom? I mean, I will don't understand what's the ballroom dancing. So what is for you ballroom dancing? And later on, of course, when I go to the activities called dancing, I start to understand, okay, this is a ballroom dancing. It's more like, elegant, this is Latin American dancing, this is social dancing. Okay, this is more classical dancing. This is where we start to once we become clear, it's become really, really very interesting. Look, I really like the blue sky behind me. It's a beautiful sunset over here. So, all right, and this is it. So even if we have the biggest obstacles, what I will tell you, it's always the way to learn dancing. It's so many opportunities down there. I do believe if we all committed, we all can. Just ask your friends. There's always a lot of tryout classes. You just go for just to try it, because once you try it, I do believe once you discover how you can move with the music, how you can express your emotions, it's like, wow, it's so amazing. All right, Cliff, the feeling, so whether the person is good enough for the arts? Yes. Hi, Mikhail, good day. Hello, Cliff. I can see the one, a very passionate person who discovered dancing here. All right, so what I want to say, Cliff, well done, by the way, in Gold Master Dance Group. I mean, it's fantastic job. Cliff, I do believe you will discover very, very soon that feelings what you experience, I have it before, everyone have it before, and everyone is good enough in the arts. Look, what is a talent? Talent is some kind, of course, like some people feel like, okay, driven towards art, but some people feel like they're not driven. And I do believe, look, for example, you have it two ways. Number one, you can feel like, I feel that I want to dance, and the people can feel the music, yes, or people can feel the beat, or people can feel the lines, or people can be in physiology. I can tell you hundreds examples in our dance world who achieves the greatest results, enjoying and become artistic and bring a higher level of really dancing just by repetition, not by talent. What's the talent? If we're doing enough something good enough, we become so good it become natural. So for me, it's a talent. Everyone can become talented, really. It depends of how many times you repeat, whether it's 1 or 3, or whether it's 10, or whether it's never. You see, it's our body is very smart. Once we start to repeat more than 3 times every single step, you go 4, 5, more you repeat, your body designed to make it even better. And by natural grow, you'll feel like, wow, now I feel confident, I want to go to the next step. Okay. All right, so, okay, Jade, working adults with passion but committed to work life, how? It's, I really like, Jade, your question, fantastic question. One is a way, yes, I remember when I was really like a kid and I don't have time for the dancing that time, because look, and you have to, okay, I will tell you from mine, and I go school, then you have a tuition, you have this, you have that, yeah, and I remember it's also the parents who is going to the dancing. This is a common thing, yeah. It's always, if you're working, if everyone is working, it depends. Look, work life is important, is our, I would say, is essential. Yes, I mean, I need to work as a Mikhail, right, in order to, I mean, to for my family and so on, right. But I do believe that I need my own time to fill up my passion. Yeah, and this is how we can become, very, very like balanced, and we will enjoy life. I think it's not all about the work. And for me, I also like to I like to teach, yes, but I like to dance myself. If I will don't dance myself, it means it will be quite, oh, maybe for me it's not very good example, but let's say if I will work, I will definitely maybe schedule maybe one or two times, just in a week, or maybe 3 times in a week, just to distress myself. Especially this is a great tool. So I will go to dance somewhere, and or like to meet the team, or like dance person, or like friends, and then go out together. I'm sure it's like everyone is looking for the company in a dance, so we can share, we can discuss about the technique. Okay, we have a comment from Michelle from USA. Yes, hello Michelle. To find a place to dance where they have my same goals for me. Okay, I'm completely agree. Sometimes we're learning dancing, and we want to set a standard, or we want certain feelings, or we want certain support. This is where we need to our peer group. And wow, it becomes so dark. Look at that. I like the sky in between. Wow. Okay, so this is where our group, and I do believe it's very, very important to have a best group, which is they share the same passion together. And I'm completely agree, Michelle. Thank you very much for the sharing. So guys, thank you for being with me. And if you will see this video after the live, you just comment, because I think it's very valuable for everyone to stay engaged, and to know what is important for us, to know that is actually all the obstacles which we have. Even if you're world champion, even if you're not, we all have obstacles, and they're so common, because the best in the world, they find a way to go over it, and we can discuss about it. Yes, it's always the way we're committed. I do believe it's always for us, it's important to express our emotions, to build that confidence, to be who we are, embracing who we are, and learning something interesting. Okay, so thank you guys, and we'll see you next session on live. Bye bye.